Good morning. I'm going to be trying a new style of video. Today, we are going to try a vlog style video because I just don't have the energy to put out a polished and edited video right at the moment, but I do need to get a video out, and so this is the solution. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I feel like I can give so much more information this way, and I might stumble on my words a little bit, but that's okay. This is oregano. She is perennial and she'll come back next year. Yarrow is also perennial. These are first year babies that I planted in the spring. This is catnip. I'm not sure if catnip is perennial. Is catnip perennial? If you know, will you let me know in the comments down below? I did save seeds from this lemon catnip, and I've been making quite a lot of tea. I've been facing a challenge every single night for the past week and a half. Do you see this digging that's been happening? A little critter has been coming into my garden beds every single night and devouring all of the worms and grubs that are in the soil. So this is a squash that I'm going to replant and try to bring it back. But last night we got the culprit. I'm so excited. So we are going to relocate this armadillo. And to catch him, we moved the trap around his path until we found the right spot. We put dirt in it in between the door and the trigger. And he just walked right in there last night. Look at all this damage from the armadillo. He just loves this rich, living soil. Peanut, watermelon. This is a variety of winter squash. I'm not sure which one. So these are just a brassica mix that we'll be planting out in a little while. You would think that different people planted these, but nope. I did both of those. Okay, so I think lemon basil, purple opal basil, and just a rundown seed starting tray because reduce, reuse, recycle. Cinnamon basil. These are black hollyhock flowers. Hollyhock is actually edible as well. I've never grown them before, but I have researched, and I'm very excited. I got these from Jen at Northern Girl Hobbies. Her seed swap, her amazing seed swap that she did this spring. So shout out to Jen. Be sure to subscribe to her channel. I'll pin the link in the comments. These are my pawpaw seedlings. Super excited to plant these this fall. I have 3 of them Pawpaw is North America's largest native fruit tree. This is another one that I got from Jen at Northern Girl Hobbies. I got it from her seed swap, so someone included this. This is daylily. There's two of them. So I'm super excited about the daylily. I'm actually super excited about perennial landscaping plants that you can eat, because the daylily is right there with the canna lily, and it makes a little edible tuber that is very potato-like. And it's also just a beautiful landscaping plant that you can grow even if you have an HOA. The daylily. And I've started these from seeds. Once they grow, they're actually really easy to propagate by their roots. This is my last zucchini. I did not have a great squash year. The vine borers just won the battle, but that's okay. We'll try again next year. Look at all this damage from the armadillo. This is my kitchen garden being taken over by a grapevine. So we've got some jalapeno peppers, tomato. Sorry, it's blurry. And then we have more basil coming up. And dill in the back there. And normally in the winter, I like to grow some like hardy brassicas. Last year I grew arugula, flashy butter gem lettuce. Just some really hardy winter greens are normally what I grow in here in the winter. There's my lone spinach. And I'm just gonna let these tomatoes do their thing until the first frost wipes them out. These have been really productive for me. These are a hybrid variety. I'm growing 4 hybrid varieties this year, and I've been really happy with them. Like, I really want to grow the big heirloom tomatoes, and I just haven't found the right one yet. Here is the yellow pear heirloom cherry tomato, and this tomato outperforms every other tomato every single year. It's extremely productive. So I made salsa last year and this year with these little yellow pear cherry tomatoes. And here in Texas, it's one of the only tomatoes that I have found, one of the only heirloom tomatoes that can withstand the Texas heat. Like, when it starts to get hot in the summer, the large varieties of heirloom tomatoes, in my experience, just stop producing when it gets really, really hot. So these guys are great, and they just power through the Texas summer every single year. More peppers. Garlic chives back there. And that's a little, I think, cabbage maybe. I really got bit by the flower bug just over the past few weeks, well, months really. And I really would like to grow more flowers. This is our newest bed. We just made this long bed right here. And this is actually our native soil. The armadillo doesn't like this soil. He's left it alone completely. Is that funny? I have zinnias planted. in a bunch of different pastel colors. We've got blueberry cream, lemon cream, and blushing bride pastel. So we've still got about 2 months before our first freeze. So I hope that I want to save some seeds from these guys. Hopefully before the end of the season, we'll see. At least get some flowers. And then all along the back, along my super high-tech drip line, which I've made by stabbing holes into an old hose, I've planted canna lilies. And I'm really excited about canna lily. I'm making a video about it. It's a landscaping plant. It's super beautiful and tropical looking. It's very easy to propagate, and it produces a potato-like rhizome that is fully edible. And I'm making a video about it. I just cooked some. And it's just such a beautiful landscaping plant. Perennial, where I am in 8B. In areas where it gets colder, I think you have to dig out the rhizomes and store them inside for the winter. But just a beautiful, edible landscaping plant. You can plant that with an HOA and be growing food in your front yard. This is Comfrey. Super, super healing plant. It's also known as knit bone, and it's great for sprains, bruises, just cellular regeneration. It's an amazing plant. It's also a great animal fodder, and it makes a fertilizer. You can make a fertilizer with it. It's a dynamic accumulator, so it'll bring nutrients from deep within the earth, and it brings the nutrients up into their leaves. Canna lilies. We just harvested some canna lilies from right here and did a chop and drop. So the canna lilies were really crowding this gorgeous fig. And so I harvested them, replanted the rhizomes in that new bed that I showed you, and then did a chop and drop. So a chop and drop is just chopping a plant down and dropping it. And it's just building soil and adding nutrients back to the soil. And this fig tree is just so happy. It was like completely shaded out. I planted this last fall. We didn't get any fruit this year, but hopefully next year we get some fruit on this fig. All right, y'all, that concludes the fall garden tour. Let me know what you thought of this vlog style video in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And I'll see you on the next one.